What is good, you guys? This is Steven with All Talk On, and today I'm bringing you guys a Black Friday speed deal, super cheap, super low budget. We're looking at a budget of $311.18. Like, holy crap. And the amount of performance this thing is going to kick out for that price point is freaking ridiculous. I know a lot of those budget builders out there say that their builds are super cheap and super performance for this price point, but you know what? I've watched a lot of their builds. I watched a ton of their builds, and like, I didn't overpay. But I do have a pretty decent end system, like mid-range, and I've seen them pair together, crappier parts from a higher price. So I don't really know. I'm not talking crap on anyone specifically. I'm just saying I've seen a lot of, how would I put it, budget build fails, I guess I would call it. Well, anyways, you guys, we're going to hop right into this. We're looking at the first thing is the Intel Pentium G3258 3.2 gigahertz clock speed, and you know what I mean, Haswell refresh. It is a nice processor. It is overclockable, though I did not build this with overclocking in mind. I was originally going to go with the 3220 because it was $10 cheaper, but you know what? The 3258 actually at stock speeds outperforms the 3220 by not a whole bunch, but enough to say might as well spend the extra $10, because not only can you overclock it if you need to, you are automatically getting a better performance. So obviously I didn't go for that, and that is why we're about $10 over budget, is because I refused to go down to that. So if you guys want the G3220 is only $50, $52 or $51, so it's about $10 cheaper. This one's clocking in at $63.99 from ncix, so definitely, like I said, might as well pay the extra $12, $13 for it. If not, there is the 3240 and 3250, but those were only like $3 cheaper. So once again, you might as well pay the extra $3 for the overclock feature that this has, the unlocked multiplier. So obviously you guys know this processor. It is a beast for $70, under $70. No processor can compare to this thing at this price range. I'm sorry. I don't think it's you know what I mean. It's just it's an Intel too, you guys. I love AMD. I have an AMD, but at the same time, everybody knows that AMD does get outperformed by Intel. That's just how it is. So how does AMD counter it? They go cheaper. Which, I mean, AMD has their price to performance, like the FX 8320. Definitely price to performance. You won't find a better CPU from Intel at $100, and $40. At least in my opinion. But anyways, enough of that debate. I'm not trying to start a fight here. So next we're looking at the motherboard. I went with the cheapest one I could find. We're at the BioStar B85MG. It's a micro ATX board, LGA 1150 socket, Intel B85 chipset, and it supports memory speeds from 1066 to 1600, so it's pretty standard. And has a max memory of 16 gigabytes, so which is like standard for most micro ATXs, and has 4 SATA 6 gigabit per second ports and onboard USB 3.0, clocking it at $39.98 from Outlet PC. Very cheap motherboard. I don't know, it might be on sale or something, because everywhere else has got it for about $10 to $20 more. Not to mention it's on a better chipset than some of the other motherboards I was looking at that were $10 more than this. But if you want to jump to a $350 build, things I would suggest changing out: get 8 gigs of RAM and get a better motherboard. That way you can overclock in a bigger hard drive, and that would probably throw you around $350. I might do separate builds for that. But anyways, next we're going to the RAM. I went for Kingston, just straight Kingston RAM. It just looks like regular ass RAM. Ain't nothing special about it. There's no heatsink on it. But I got it because it was super cheap. We're looking at $36.99 minus $5.54 for a promotion. Just take that promotion code. The promotion code is Give Thanks, and it has free shipping from SuperBiz for $31.45. We're looking at a DDR3 speed of 1600. It is one 4 gigabyte stick with a cache latency of 11, which is a little high. But, it'll get the job done. It's RAM. We're at a $300 budget. You can't expect a lot. So that's the RAM. Nothing really to talk about. It is Kingston, and they do make good stuff. Next, we have the Western Digital Caviar Blue 250 gigabytes, 7200 RPM, SATA 3, 8 megabytes per second cache, or per second, just 8 megabytes cache, sorry guys. And we're looking for a real cheap price of $24.50 with $5 shipping for a total of $28.99 from Amazon.com. Very cheap drive. It's only 250 gigabytes, so I would suggest upping that in the future, but for now this will get the job done. At this price point, it couldn't really fit a lot in there. If you're not if you're not like a hoarder with space, you can even drop this down to even cheaper and put some more money somewhere else where you would want to put it if $300 is your max. But at the same time, 250 gigabytes I would say is, it's kind of scary to go any lower than that because you will run out of space very quickly. So next we have the thing that makes this PC ridiculously good for its price. We are looking at the Zotac 1 gigabyte of GDDR5. I wish it was 2, but it was so cheap I couldn't do it. We're looking at a GTX 750. This is $89.99 with free shipping at Newegg right now, which is pretty damn good. I mean, this is a sub $100 card right here, and it will I don't know, dude. It's amazing. Like the gameplay on this thing. It is by Zotac, and I mean, they're a good brand. And once again, another brand that a lot of people don't use, but I think if you were to do a Zotac versus Power Color, though, I think Zotac's more popular, definitely. But still, everyone, like I said, just hoards to those Asus, Gigabyte, MSI. People just like those brands, you know, EVGA. But I mean, Zotac does do a good job with their graphics cards. This is one of those graphics cards that do not require external power, I'm pretty sure. These graphics cards are extremely low wattage consumption, as well as the fact that it also how do I want to put it? Like, they're mostly made for anyone who goes out and buys a PC from like Walmart or Best Buy and wants better performance in video games. So you would go and buy one of these and be able to just stick it in there. And I mean, I've seen them run off low as 230 watt power supplies. Does not mean I'll be taking the risk in this build, but that's just so you guys know that this is an amazing card. It will definitely have you 1080 gaming. As far as what you can play and your settings, it is going to vary with 4 gigs of RAM and only 1 gigabyte of GDDR5, but it definitely will get you gaming. Definitely will. You'll have no issues. This thing for $89 tears games apart. Obviously it's not a 780, but you know what I mean, you guys. Great card. Anyways, next we have the case. I went with the Fractal Design Core 1000 with USB 3.0. Like I said, with a $300 price point, we're getting USB 3.0. We're getting spoiled. This is a micro ATX mid-tower case, so it does not support full-size ATX motherboards. There are other cases that you can choose from if you do want to upgrade to a full-size ATX motherboard in the future. I would definitely look into that so you don't have to replace your case on your next build. But at the same time, this was $25.99 with free shipping from Newegg with USB 3.0. So I definitely had to make sure that this would be able, you know what I mean, this would be able to, I guess, like, fit into the budget at super cheap, you know. And it is Fractal Design, and we know they make good stuff. Fractal Design is definitely one of the leading guys out there with cases, so definitely a good brand to buy a case from. Last but not least, we have the power supply. I went with the EVGA 430 watt 80 plus 80 plus efficiency. Now this is overkill, really. 430 watts is really overkill, but you guys know me, I don't like to skimp it, and this is only $30.99 with the $15 mail-in rebate with free shipping as well. So if you count your rebate, you're getting this thing for $15.99, which is ridiculous. So this, you can go cheaper if you want. There's definitely power supplies out there that'll be roughly around our system wattage, which right now we're looking at a system wattage of 192 watts, which is just ridiculously low. Like I said, the GTX 750 non-overclocked 1 gigabyte takes up almost no power. So definitely like a really, you know, discrete, you know, on the power graphics card, as well as the Pentium G3258 does not take up a lot either. But if you do want to overclock it, I would say definitely go higher than 250 watts, maybe about 350, 320-ish. You should be pretty good. But I said I don't know the complete stability of the motherboard for overclocking on this. I haven't really been able to find much. But like I said, the 430 watts nice because it gives you room for expandability in the future. But that's basically it, guys. We're looking at $311 price tag on this monster of a gaming PC. Like, it is not the most intense gaming PC, but good luck finding a better build than this for $311. Anyways, you guys, this is Steven with All Talk On and my Speed Black Friday build, and I'll catch you guys later.